trying to do something to interact with the audience. So I thought about writing a song. So I had that. I had an idea of writing a song, but then I had to think about what the song was going to be about. And I remember thinking about, the old school days and being in the school dance and, how they always have the lights off. And then you're always dancing with these girls, but then you get a bit of a shock when the lights come back on and you find out they're not as pretty as you thought. So the song that I wrote was sort of like, about a guy thinking that he's got the right girl, but then he finds out it's not really what he was looking for.
I met this girl yesterday, man, she was fly. And then she looked at me and said, man, you're fine. And then when she walked over, I acted real shy. I got a shock, I was a boss, she was a guy. Second verse, ladies and gentlemen. I was walking down the street, minding my own business. I looked across the road, this girl was blowing me kisses. But then when she came up, I said, man, you're out of sight. I got a shock, when she got closer, she was cross-eyed. Would you like to hear a third verse, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. Are you gonna pay for it, or? Think about it, you only paid $15. So keep your eyes above the piano. It's not for sale. We're not for $15 anyway. It's all legal now. Third verse, ladies and gentlemen. It's a free day. Now you made me forget it. I signed up with Jenny Craig's to kill my fika. And then I hit the weights to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. There was this girl with the guys used to tease. She turned around, gave me a smile, but she had no cake. Thank you. Doesn't feel like $15. But we'll do the last verse. Would you like to hear one more verse? Or one of you? Okay. Did you buy a ticket or was it comp? Okay. I remember there was this girl who had a massive crush on me. She made me realize it's not the body, it's the personality. Her touch, her ways made me feel like a winner. After we kissed, I gave her some gum, cause her breath was a killer.
Yeah, the Hello Young Woman song, that actually came out of Tofiga doing his, because in Tofiga's one he makes a bit of fun of the woman. I thought it would be quite nice to do a song where the man is not quite perfect.
Hello young woman from Samoa, welcome to New Zealand, can I take you on a tour? You want to be a Kiwi, a citizen, I see. Don't worry, tell immigration that you're going to marry me. Hello young woman from Porirua. I'm young, free and single, but I'm really quite mature. I'm clever, I'm smart, I'll never break your heart. I wear the latest fashion cause I shop at Kmart. Cause I'm a real good tour guide, just that's me. I give you a tour that's all for free. I'll take you here, there, all over the land. I'll take you for a ride whenever I can. Hello young woman from Auckland. I want to know, are you Samoan or Palangi? Oh, you're Afakasi, me Samoan from head to toe. My name is Pasito Ete and Tofiga. Will you get on me, Joe? Hello young woman from Island Bay. Go and tell your boyfriend that I'm taking you away. Oh, he wants to fight me? Bring it on, for sure. Here he comes. Oh my goodness, is your boyfriend David Tour? No worries. Well, I'm a real good fighter, yes, that's me. A Polynesian version of Bruce Lee. I fight any man to the bitter end, but I'll spare David Tour, cause he's my friend. Hello, young woman from Miramar. I don't think that you and I will ever go that far. But if you lend me money, say 5 or 10 tala, then we can go wherever when I put petrol in my car. Hello, young woman from Wainuio Mata. I will be the bread if you want to be my butter. Together, you and me will be the toast of the town. What? You prefer white bread? I'm sorry, dear, this bread is brown.
Laughing with Samoans is sort of like the first time that I've been given the opportunity to do stand-up comedy, and I wasn't too sure if I had enough material. And the morning, as we were sort of like rehearsing for the night, Ete asked me to make sure that I remind people of the house rules and that. So in a way that became sort of like part of my material.
Thank you for your support. And you probably all know, those who've seen this before, is we always start off with our house rules and health and safety, which Samoans really don't care about. So there's exits, 1, 2, 3, 4, help yourself. If there's a fire, don't react like a survey. Stand up and say, where's the fire? Huh? Show me the fire, I pay $15, I'm not going anywhere. Or you can react like a upolu. Stand up and say, who lit the fire? That's naughty, oh my gosh. Also, because as you can see, I'm not sure if you all noticed, but I'm quite a big guy. So you see, I'm quite voluptuous, whatever that word is. I'm quite interestedly refritigizing my muscles. But you can see I'm quite a big guy, and when it comes to things like, the seats that you're sitting on, and we asked, Ete, you heard Ete say, can you please squeeze into the middle? It's hard for us big guys, because when we get up, we take the whole row with us, And the other thing is that, how you have the arms of the chair supposed to come on your side. Sometimes it goes somewhere else. So, just, try and squeeze in. If someone turns purple, ring someone. The other thing is cell phones. One of the most important, health and safety. And I know probably 80% of us here don't even have any credit. So if you can turn them off, because it gets a bit distracting, especially for me as a professional. So if you can turn your cell phones off, and you're probably wondering, well, why is that a health and safety? The reason why it's health and safety is that if it rings, I will guy you all with this mic. The last thing you want is, oh, that was a great show. Okay? So make sure you turn off your cell phones. The other thing is no photos. No photos. We have a couple of cameras that they're allowed. They paid more than $15. $16.50. But so no photos, especially with the flashes. Once again, it's distracting for me as a professional. So no photos, okay? Those are just some of our house rules.
You always hear, you know, issues about obesity and big people, and especially Pacific Islanders. And for me, as a big person, you know, in the show, I sort of like not take the mickey out of it, but I see the brighter side of things. And a lot of my material is around sort of like my size and being big.
You can see, it may not be obvious, I'm quite a big guy. And the thing is, I see myself as someone who represents all the X's before the L. Just 2 X's times 5. You know, and I remember when I was a kid. I was a kid and my body was a bit smaller. It can happen. And I was growing up and all of a sudden I was expanding. And my parents said, Finger, let's go see a doctor. I went and saw the doctor. And I said, Doctor, why? And the doctor said to me, Tofiga, you have an eating disorder. And I thought, oh my gosh, what's happening? But he was right, and I was amazed that he knew this. Because every time I go to a restaurant, I want this order, this order, this order, this order. And the thing is, you know, a lot of people, they talk about 6-packs, you know, you see on the TV and stuff. 6-pack, I don't have a 6-pack. I have a family pack. So that doesn't worry me if you have a 6-pack, family pack, any pack, quarter pack. You see, I look at it this way. I got big muscles. They're just relaxing. See, they just take a bit of time out. Have a break.
The thing I really love about laughing with Samoans is that not only is it the first time I've done stand-up comedy, but it's given me the opportunity to use, you know, some of the other talents like singing and especially playing the piano. And I remember emceeing a gig up in Auckland, and there was a classic pianist who played before I went back on, and I thought, oh, this will be a good opportunity to take the mickey out of this guy, or out of classical music anyway. So I got on and I did a piece called Mozart's Last Composition before he died.
Yeah, one of the greatest things about being born in Samoa is that I can actually make fun of Samoan born, you know, fresh off the boat. Because I am one, you know. And when they do come up to me after the show and go, Charlie, you making fun of us? I say, no, I'm making fun of us.
If you're not Samoan, welcome. You are going to enjoy the show. You will get the jokes and you will laugh. If you are Samoan, welcome. I love you. Because not only will you get the jokes, but once you get the joke, you will realize you are the joke. And that's quite a special thing, really, you know? Where else can you pay $15 to laugh at yourself? And if you're here with your Palangi girlfriend, that's even more special. He's talking about me. We are funny, we Samoans, eh? Go, brother! I think I mean tonight. Remember when Prince Philip came to Samoa? You know, all us school children were made to stand on the side of the road and wait for Prince Philip. As we were all standing there really bored. You know, up the road came this truck. Parangi man with his parangi daughters in the back of the truck. Now Samoan boys get really excited when we see girls, but if they're parangi girls, we get even more excited. And I had this cousin of mine who used to ride horses for this parangi man. You know, and he said to us, hey, don't worry about it. Those girls, man, they know me, you know. Whenever they see me on the compound riding the horses, they always wave at me the way parangi wave at each other. We're going, what? He goes, yeah, wait. So when the truck came up and the truck went past, my cousin went, hey! And the girls looked, and my cousin gave them what I found when I came to New Zealand, the fingers. I don't want to give you the fingers, but he was like, hey! And the girls saw it, they went, we were all standing there going, oh man, you are the man, that's awesome. That's the way parangi people wave at each other. Oh man, that's amazing. So when Prince Philip came up, you know, when I first came to New Zealand, you know, I couldn't speak any English. You know, the kids used to call me a farm. You're a farm! No, I am. I am. You can't even speak English. Yes, I can't. Of course I can't. You're a farm. I don't know what you mean. Fresh off the boat. No? What are you then? First off the plane. Anyway, you are dumb. You are D-U-M. What does that spell? Dumb. It's supposed to stand for something, you fool. Don't underestimate. So, you know, the first house our family ever moved into when we came to New Zealand had the head of a deer above the fireplace in the lounge. And as a young kid, you know, when I first saw that, I was so scared. I thought, I've never seen a horse with coral growing out of its head before. You know, and when I used to go to the toilet at night, you know, I used to think that deer was going to go, are we going to the toilet now, for me little boy? Are we going to the toilet now, for me little boy? And when I used to watch TV, the thing would just sit there like this. You know, it wasn't unusual for us in Samoa to have the heads of animals in our houses, in the whale, between the posts. You know, because our whales, they have good indoor-outdoor flow. So all you had to do was go shh, and then the cow or the horse would run away. But that deer never ran away. The only time the deer ran away was when my mum ran out of places to put her photos. So we moved the deer. This is your grandfather. This is your uncle, this is your other grandfather, and that is your great-grandfather. You know, so I'd bring my friends home from school. I said, that's my grandfather, that's my mom's half-sister, that's my father's half-brother's half-sister's wife. You know, whole family genealogy up on the wall. You know, and so when I went to his house, I was quite amazed. The only thing he had on his wall was the head of a deer. And I was very tempted to ask him, so how are you related to the deer? And then his father came home. I'd never met his father. And he came through the kitchen. And I heard his mother say, hello, dear. Mommy! So I stopped hanging out with him, and I really thought he was descended from a deer. Because he'd tease me like,
I love, you know, laughing with Samoans because I get to talk a lot about being a Samoan, and also being as a New Zealand-born Samoan, you always get to sort of like meet your uncles that are very funny, and that's where a lot of my material come from, my uncles and from my family. And this next bit is about one of my uncles who tends to talk on and on and on, and no one has a clue what he's talking about.
Mo lava ona fafitai mo le noa wa doing my face in a talapupo mo sela le fa Samoa fa pertanea. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity to be speaking in Sela 21. I remember there was this New Zealand choga when I was just come over from the Pacific Islands. I was coming here, I was met this this choga. He was owned this white horse. This is the white horse that the man was given to him to have. I remember that this choga, he was waking up in the morning. I think it was about 5 p.m. in the morning. He was waking up. He was going to the pond. This is where they was kept the white horse, the one the man was given to him to have. And he was untied. He was taking the horse, was going down the paddock. It was going around. The horse was like, giddy up. And then the horse was got to the guna, and he was kind of hungry. So he was giving him a grass and a water, and then the horse was got tired. The man was got tired, and he was bringing him back. They was both have a slip. I remember this choga, he was waking up. The next morning, it was about, I don't know, I think about 6:30 p.m. in the morning, waking up. I can't believe it. He was taking the white horse, that's the one that the man was given to him to have. He was untied. The horse was going around the paddock. It was coming around, it's like, giddy up. And the horse was got the same guna, give him a grass and a water, because the horse was got hungry. And then he was bringing him back on the horse, because he's got tired, the man was got tired, that was both going to have a slip. He was waking up in the next morning, about 7:69 p.m. in the morning. But he was changed his routine. He was have a breakfast. He have a rice babon. He have a milk, good calcium for your bones. And then he was untied a horse. This the white horse that And he was bringing out. It's come out of the paddock onto the paddock. The horse was got around. It's like giddy up. The horse was got to the same guna. I can't believe it. The same guna. He was bringing it back. The horse got tired. The man was got tired. So they was both going to have a slap. And then my uncle said, Sela, happy birthday.
And I was thinking to myself, Uncle, the moral of the story. So I went and spoke to my uncle afterwards. I said, Uncle, I didn't get it. And my uncle said to me,
Finger, I can't believe it. You don't know the way of the islands. That white horse was a donkey.
remember back in the days when, sort of like the early 80s, and every Sunday we used to have, tōnai, we used to have our Sunday meal at the Reverend's place, at Ete's family house in Mornington. And Ete's youngest brother, Sati, I remember we used to have, like eat our food really fast, and then we used to shoot off to the top, up to the footpath. And this was a Sunday afternoon, and we used to put out our piece of cardboard, and we used to start breakdancing and popping and locking. And all these palangis used to walk their dogs and stuff across the road looking at us, thinking, oh, these poor kids are probably trying to bust for some money or something. So when I think back, it's quite hilarious. But, it's one of the most memorable times of my life was around the hip-hop era.
Can you take us out the Poconos? And don't forget about San Antonio. Last time I went through a total regrowth. Home and much love to the brothers in Austin and the 512.
One of the greatest things about being born in Samoa is going back to Samoa. I enjoy going back to Samoa. It's just at the airplane ride, a bit funny.
Back from there, and I was also lucky enough to go to Samoa in 2001. And for us Wellingtonians, going to Samoa is a bit confusing, because most of the times we have to fly up to Auckland, and then from Auckland we fly across to Samoa. And it's very confusing, because you land Auckland, domestic, and then you've got to walk across to Auckland International. And I get there, and I look at the check-in, and there, as far as the eye can see, are Samoans. Gentle slapping all over the place. Coconut oil on the smile. And I'm thinking, am I in Samoa already? And I have to look outside to make sure I'm in Auckland. I see the taxi stand, I see the taxi drivers, and I think, am I in Fiji? And I had this vision. And I looked and I thought, if there are this many Samoan people here, is there anybody at home to watch me perform? And I had this vision of me walking onto the To'ala Salamasina Hall in a pier, going, thank you very much, both of you. Uncle and Auntie. Can we just go home and listen to my CD? But no, I was at Auckland International Airport. And then from there you go up into that area where you say goodbye to everybody. And it's there that you notice the difference between a Samoan saying goodbye and a Parangi saying goodbye. A Samoan saying goodbye. Se copia Samoa la cuelga, se always. And tell your family to stop dying, eh? At least if they're gonna die, die together. Die last month, die last year, die together. You know, the cost of living is high. But the cost of dying is even higher. And don't forget about me and the kids when you got over there. In the middle of all of that, there will be a Palangi couple saying their own private farewell. There's someone down here going, you know how ugly you look when you do that? That's an ugly thing to do, you know? Because the person that you are kissing is right there. You look in your eyes and go, and in the middle of all of that, there will be some Samoan old ladies going, oh, my kisi mai ni. Ta ingo ingoi. Because you know what our Samoan mothers are like, eh? I mean, if that was on TV, what's on the other channel? Give me the remote. Give me the remote. Okay, let's have a prayer. And you can bet your bottom dollar that Sodom and Gomorrah will be mentioned 5 times in that prayer. But it's the children I love, you know, because children are innocent. They see something interesting and they look. Mama, like this is Balangi. Come over here. And there are always a couple of Samoan guys standing at the back leaning against the wall. Hey, I think he'd better hurry up and go because I think she's ready for a new relationship. Hey, my dear, you want to see my traditional Samoan tattoo? And then the plane came into land, Paleolo Airport. And suddenly the plane came to a halt. And the captain came on and said, "We apologize for that short stop. We've just had some people crossing the runway." Only in Samoa. You know, the Palangi passengers on the plane were going, "Did he just say that there are people crossing the runway?" They look outside and there's Samoans. "Hey! You want to buy some fish?" Just wind the window down. But I came back from America, you know, and I was tempted to do that Samoan thing, you know, of going to America just for about 10 days and then coming back to New Zealand and walking around, you know, for the next couple of years talking with an American accent. Hey, what's up, brother? What's up? Yo, you know what I'm saying, brother? You know what I'm saying, brother? You know what I'm saying, brother? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And I was just standing there going, no, I don't actually know what you're saying. All you've been saying is, you know what I'm saying? And that's not really saying anything, really. Do you know what I'm saying?
You look like that guy on American Idol.
And you know, that guy Ruben started, and because I'm a very humble guy, you know, a lot of the people say, man, you look like Ruben Studd. And I said, stop it. Stop it. Don't go there. You know, and sometimes I walk through town and, you know, and people say, man, are you Ruben Studded? And because, you know, especially if I'm out of Wellington, you know, and I'm never going to see these people ever again, you know, you start to do the old, yeah, it's my first time in New Zealand. And, you know, a lot of us just flipping doses on a Bozak, you know what I'm saying? And that's about as far as I can go with American accents. But one thing is, you know, it was a family event, and I'm sure it was a lot for a lot of our families used to watch American Idol. And for me, the challenge is not to look like Ruben Studded, it's to sound like Ruben Studded. So unfortunately, because I don't sound like Ruben Studded, but you know, one of the songs that I really loved, you know, when we were watching your whole family, 12-inch TV, you know, right down the other corner of them. What's happening? What's happening? Turn it up, turn it up! You know, and so you know, when our whole family was it. One of my favorite songs they sang, you know, and I'll never forget it, and it's really close to me. The song is, this one. It goes, I had to meet you here today. There's just so many things to say. And then my mom turned the TV off. Be honest. My mom said, turn it off. It's time for devotion. We're going to have prayer. And because I'm the man, I said, Mom, don't turn it off. I said, Mom, turn it down. So our whole family's doing the prayer, and we're...
Do a demonstration for you young women who want to learn how to do the Samoan traditional siva, which is the women's dancing. We're just going to give you some clues. I'm going to get Tofiga to demonstrate. Now the first thing you have to do is you've got to get to the place where you're going to dance. Now to get there, you have to pretend that you are going to the beach and that you have got sand stuck in your jandals. Now when you get there, you've got to lay out 3 towels, because you need it to sunbathe. And now you've got to put on some suntan lotion. Now your togs are wet, so you've got to wring them dry. You open them up and realize they're your aunties. And now you've got to slap some mosquitoes. Sandflies. Now we're going to put all of that together. here we go.
Wait. There's more. We're going to be showing you some stuff from when we toured all around Auckland. Okay.
Doesn't work. The CD doesn't work. I've got the there's one live album. Oh, just got that on it. So.
Hey.
Ron.
Sounds.
Yeah, it's looking good.
It's going to be a good night.
What's like?
Taualuga. Just preparing for Laughing with Samoans. First night. Yeah, the Island Theatre. It's going to be a good night. Bit nervous, but should be good. Sold out. 300 capacity crowd. Got good sound system. Got our main man Hadley here. So it's all good. We've got a lot of people outside already. And it's happening.
So if it goes really well tonight, I'll be looking to release a CD and maybe a video. And for you guys, it'll be really special because in a couple of years, you could sit back and say, hey, we were there at one of the very first shows of Eteuati Ete's Laughing with Samoans. If it doesn't go so well, of course, I'll be too embarrassed to ever perform it again. But you guys, it could still be special. You could say, we were there at the very last Laughing with Samoans show. It was brilliant! Yeah, I hear some of you laughing because if it's not very good, there are going to be some very upset Samoans walking out of here tonight. $15, I didn't even get a supper. I am so hangry. What, are you angry or hungry? No, I'm hangry. What's that? I'm angry because I'm hungry. I'm hangry. You see, the reason I don't do supper is because, you see, if we did supper, man, it wouldn't matter what we did up here. I could be Bill Cosby, Eddie Murphy rolled into one, If the supper wasn't good, yeah, the show won't be good. How was the show, Dad? Oh, don't talk to me about the show. He called himself a Samoan. He doesn't even know how to look after his guests. He gave us a supper. He said there was chop suey. There was a whole lot of suey. I didn't see a chop. The taro didn't even have any coconut cream. And the chicken. He said there was chicken. He gave me a chicken wing. What am I going to do with a chicken wing? Pick my teeth?
Well, they've let us on the flights now. Auckland, here we come. Oh, no. Here we go. Auckland, here's trouble.
Dennis, here we come.
Yeah, Dennis.
Oh, that's going to be good. Auckland, getting our bags. God bless you here, ready for us. Also cooking.
There's the sound of the crowd out there. 6 o'clock show, sold out. Finger's getting ready to go on. It's got about 5 minutes.
We're about 80% at the moment, so hopefully we'll start on.
How are you feeling, bro?
Oh, bit nervous, but we're going to be good. We're going to be good. Let's hope I don't break my mini thing.
And yeah.
Break dance. That's good. Got a good turnout. Put your hands to the beat.
Now it's time to say goodbye to your $15. To think of all the things you could have bought with your $15. You've been laughing at my life. Now all your money goes to my wife. And my children are counting every cent. This time tomorrow the money's spent. So after the show you come talk to me about your $15. You'll say, Ete, I need to catch a taxi home, brother. Can you lend me 15? But my mother's been on the phone. She's saying, Ete, bring some money home. And Tofiga and James are watching me. Straight after the show, they'll want their fee. So I think I might have to charge you guys another 50. Thank you very much.
The last show in Wellington, so just rehearsing, setting up the sound, and should be alright.
Just getting ready here, getting our sound and stuff. But nervous. Especially I woke up this morning about 3, 4 in the morning. I was trying to think of my material and everything. My whole mind was blank and I thought, so. Then I started trying to add 1 + 1 and see if my brain was still working. I thought I lost my memory and everything.
Well, just in the dressing room, getting ready for the 6 o'clock show. Probably our last show in Wellington for Laughing with Samoans. So it's nerve-wracking, but I think we'll be right.
Should be good. Sold out 6 o'clock. So a little bit nervous. I think it's all good.
Yeah.
Could I just check that pick up on that guitar again?
Sure.
Thanks.
Oh, okay. So it goes dun 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 dun. Yeah. Oh. Dun 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 dun. Click. Oh. Dun 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 dun. Click. Dun 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 dun. don't do what my cousin did. And he was just sitting there. When I first did it, I tested on my cousin. I said, everybody click. And go, oh, and he sat there and goes, okay. Click. Click. Oh, not just sit there and click.
And there I was sitting, you know, at the departure lounge. And I was still quite scared, you know. I was sort of like looking around for Al-Qaeda, because they were looking for Osama bin Laden. And I thought I could spot him, you know. So you do that Samoan thing of, you know, Te Kama au Ku. Make my day. You know, but it was fine. Everyone looked good. The only other person that I thought might have done some damage was another Polynesian guy. And I wasn't sure whether he was Samoan or Tongan, because he looked Samoan or Tongan. And I didn't want to do that Samoan thing of going across, man, oh man, just in case he was Tongan, you know. And then came time to board, you know, so they all lined us up. And they took some people out of the queue, just to double check them, you know. So they picked me and the other Polynesian guy out, just to make us feel better, though they also picked out a couple of old ladies. It was sort of like, we're picking on the most unlikely looking people, you know, and so they brought out the metal detector. Doop, doop. Oops. 5 cents. Tick, tick. Sorry. Oh, another 5 cents. And there I was, keeping an eye on my spending money. And I looked across at my Polynesian friend. They were searching him too. He was a Tongan. Give me that Tongan golden Tongan spot. I was like, oh, sorry if I can't see it. Oh man, that gold is so beautiful. And then they came back to me, and I felt like saying to the people, come on, man, I'm Samoan. You know, because I wanted to prove to them I was Samoan, and I wanted to show them my tattoo, which says Samoa. You know, and I'm glad that the person who wrote Samoa on here could spell Samoa. Because if he had got the O in front of the S, I would have had Osama. At that particular time, that would not have been good. So anyway, we got onto the plane, you know, and they made me, I also went across to American Samoa. American Samoa, interesting place, you know, because I went to the local McDonald's, drove in there, and there was a sign at the, you know, by the window where you pay for your meal. And it says, for your own safety, we will not be serving pedestrians who walk through the drive-thru. How did that sign get there? I mean, how did that sign get there? Hello? Mas got Big Mac combo for me. Big Mac combo. Huh? Oh my goodness, I forgot it. Did you see me driving? Oh, thank you. Good for you, tell me, because I left my wallet in the glove box. Thank you. Excuse me, can you give me a ride to the there? No, just a ride, just a short visit. See, over here. See, I hop in over here, and then I get off over here. I'm gonna volley. We wanna fight. But obviously for that sign to have got there, someone must have argued, you know, there was about, oh, where's the sign that said I can't walk through? Where's the sign? Where's the sign, huh? Where's the sign? There's no sign. I don't know, I don't care whether you're getting a sign from God or something. So management said, let's get a sign. You know, the same guy would come back and say, oh, you got a sign. Let me see. No pedestrian. Hey, I'm not a pedestrian. I am a Samoan. Pedestria is a country in the middle of Europe, next to Austria. That's why they don't have any cars and they have to walk. But it was nice. Coming back from Samoa was nice though. And on the plane, you know, there were a Samoan woman and her 2 children sitting across the aisle from me, you know, and I was just watching these 2 kids, really excited about coming to New Zealand, you know, and they were running up and down the aisle. And the Samoan woman had fallen asleep, you know, and as the plane came near Auckland, the captain came on and said, you know, everybody must take their seats. So the flight attendants were trying to get the kids to sit down. The kids wouldn't, of course, they were too excited. So the flight attendant woke the woman up and said, excuse me, tell your children, going to land soon, better behave themselves. She was still half asleep. Hey! Go and play outside! And they made me sit next to the Tongan guy, you know, which was great. You know, I thought we could have a conversation. Said, hey, hello, how are you? Are you good? Yes. Oh, great. What's your name? Yes. You have no idea what I'm talking about, eh? Yes. You know, so I went across to America. America was nice, you know. Samoans, you know, things in America are just a bit bigger. It's a bit like New Zealand, you know, like the cars are bigger, you know, the airports are bigger, the Samoans are... One of the guys came up to me and he said, you know, AJ, I'm a big fan of yours, man. And I'm looking at him like, yes, you certainly are. You know, but while I was in America, I hosted a beauty pageant, which was very interesting. I find beauty pageants very, very interesting, especially when it comes down to the last 5 finalists, because you know only one of them is going to win, because they're getting all the special categories, you know, like swimwear is so-and-so, and the rest of them are standing there going, interview, so-and-so. You know, and the thing that really confuses me is that when they announce the winner, the ones who lose act like they've just won. Oh, fantastic! You're so fantastic! And the one who's just won acts like she's just lost. Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! What? That's why I love Whawhawhine pageants, man. You know, because Whawhawhine, they pull no punches. Oh, for me, my little swimwear. Taro legs. I have seen tree trunks smaller than those things. Can't even speak English at a model interview. The name's not Josephine, it's Joseph. Meanwhile, Josephine, talk to the rest. Thank you very much. You guys have been absolutely fantastic.
For people watching this video, what is it that you want them to get out of it?
Just a lot of fun, a lot of enjoyment, and you know, just lighten the load for the day. If only for an hour. Just enjoy life as a Samoan.
Is it just Samoans you're aiming this at?
No, it's for everyone to enjoy the life of a Samoan growing up in New Zealand and in Samoa. And it's just an opportunity to see life from another angle.